Good morning, everyone. Members of the Board of Education, cabinet members, parents, guardians, family, faculty, and friends and 8th grade promotion candidates. Welcome to the 2026 promotion ceremony for Robert Abbott Middle School. My name is Flor Carter, and I am the proud principal here at Robert Abbott Middle School. At this time, I would like to introduce some very special guests that we are honored to have with us today. Mr. Michael Rodriguez, President, Board of Education. Mrs. Christine Lensing, Member, Board of Education. Mr. Rick Riddle, Member, Board of Education. Dr. Eduardo Cesario, Deputy Superintendent of Academics. Dr. Josue Cuevas, Associate Superintendent of Information Technology. Ms. Lori Zamey, Area Superintendent of School Support. Also with us today, is Commander Dwayne Pesey of the American Legion. And now I would like to introduce our co-masters of ceremony, Julitza Zarinana and Jeffrey Smith.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 Robert Abbott Middle School Promotion Ceremony. It is my honor to act as co-master of ceremony for today's program. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I would now like to call on Ms. Christine Lensing, Board of Education member, to deliver her message to our promotion candidates.
Good morning, families, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, our nearly 9th graders. Today we celebrate you and the hard work that brought you here. Middle school can feel like a lot. You're beginning to figure out who you are while navigating friendships, pressure, and high expectations. There are moments when it feels like everyone is watching, maybe even judging, all while you're still trying to figure out yourself. I'll let you in on something. Even 26 years after sitting where you are, I'm still figuring it out too. A few months ago, my husband and I took a walk down memory lane, flipping through our middle school yearbooks. We laughed at the pictures, remembered the time with friends, jokes with teachers, and yes, reading those KIT notes. Oh, sorry. So KIT meant keeping in touch, and we'd write down our home phone number. So a home phone is where the phone stayed at the house. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. As I prepared for today, I kept thinking about how our experiences are same, but different. So back in my day, artists like Tupac were speaking truth about the world around us. Lines like, "We can never go nowhere unless we share with each other." And that's just the way it is. Reminded us that injustice, inequality, and struggle are real. And unfortunately, those challenges are still part of your world today. This year, many of you face things no young person should have to face, and yet you're still here. You stood up for someone who was left out. You kept going when things felt heavy. You chose kindness when it would have been easier to stay silent. That matters. But there's the other side to your story. While Tupac reminded us that the world needs change, artists today like Bad Bunny remind us to live fully in the moment. His music carries the idea to be real, be confident, and don't be afraid to create your own path. So here's your first next assignment, beyond just getting through high school. Enjoy your life while you're building it. Take the picture, but don't forget to live in the moment first. Say what matters. Don't leave things unsaid. Put the phone down sometimes, because the best memories aren't always on a screen. Be present with your family. Be present with your friends. Be present in your own life. You have 4 more years before adulthood. Please, don't rush it. As you step into high school, when you see someone left out, bring kindness. When something feels difficult, bring grit. When the world tells you to shrink, bring your full self. You are not too young to lead. You are not too small to matter. You are not too different to belong. High school is where courage grows. It's where character is built. It's where you begin to understand that your voice and your choices carry real weight. And it won't always be easy. Some days you'll feel confident. Some days you'll feel invisible. Some days will be full of laughter, and others will feel heavy in ways you can't always explain. But hear this and hold on to it. You are not alone. If you feel overlooked, you matter. If you feel different, that difference is your strength. If you feel like giving up, hold on, because your story is still being written. The world needs what you bring. It needs your kindness. It needs your courage. It needs your voice. And strength doesn't always look loud or bold. Sometimes strength is simply showing up. Sometimes it's asking for help. Sometimes it's making it through one more day. So keep going, keep believing, keep becoming. Make these next 4 years count, not just in what you achieve, but in how you live. And when you walk across that stage again, hopefully as Bulldogs, ready to make your mark on the world, I hope you also have the pictures, the memories, and the moments that remind you just how much joy life can hold. Congratulations, we are already so proud of you.
I would now like to call on Mr. Michael Rodriguez, Board of Education President, to deliver his message to our promotion candidates.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Waukegan High School class of 2030. Get used to hearing that, because that's what you're going to be in a few minutes. As soon as you cross the stage, you're going to be officially high school students. Parents, it seems like only yesterday, doesn't it, when you brought your child to school for the first time? Remember, was it kindergarten, pre-K, and your child stood about, maybe that tall? And you dropped your child off and you watched him or her walk into that big building, and you saw all those other big kids standing around. You thought, oh my God, how is my child ever going to survive in a world of all those big people? Well, just a few short years later, here we are. And now we have a whole class here of students that are ready to move on into high school. No longer as children. Technically, you're still children. Legally, you're still children. But in reality, you're young adults now. And moving on to high school is not just a matter of changing buildings, changing schools. It's also that transition from childhood to young adulthood. You're going to find as you go into high school that people are going to treat you just a little bit differently. They're going to treat you more like an adult. They're going to have more adult expectations of you. And you're going to have a lot of choices to make. Choices as to, well, do I study for that test? Or no, I think I know it well enough. I think I'm just going to wing it. Or do I do that homework assignment? Or no, you know what? They don't grade homework that much. I think I'll just skip this one. It's not going to matter that much on my grade. Or when you get that big assignment for the end of the semester, do I start it now, not when it's first assigned, or do I wait until a few days before it's due and then just scramble to get it done? These are all big decisions that you're going to be faced with. adult decisions, and nobody's going to be standing looking over your shoulder telling you what to do. One of the big decisions, one of the most important decisions you're going to make in your life is choosing your friends. And I'm sure your parents have told you that. You know, there's an old saying, a lot of you have heard it, a lot of you have said it, a lot of you parents. I'm going to say it in Spanish and I'm going to translate it in English. Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Okay, you've heard that before. You've said it before. What that means is, tell me who you hang around with and I'll tell you who you are. And that's really true because you become like the people that you surround yourself with. If you hang around with people that are sick, chances are you're going to get sick. If you hang around with people that have no ambition, no drive, no motivation, chances are their whole attitude is going to rub off on you. If you hang around with people that are in frequent trouble with the law, chances are you're going to end up in trouble with the law. Surround yourself with positive people, people that are going to be a good influence on you, people that are going to help you achieve what it is that you want to achieve. You'll find that like-minded people motivate each other. Find people that are going to be a good influence on you, not a negative influence. And find a mentor. Do you know what a mentor is? Everybody's heard the word, but very few people really know what that means. And it goes back to the ancient Greek. You know, during the Trojan War, when the Greeks were going off to war, they're going to fight in Troy. And they knew that it was a long way off. They're going to be gone for a while. And I don't know if you've read the Iliad and the Odyssey. Those are works by Homer, the blind poet. He wrote about the Trojan War. And Odysseus, who was the main character of the Odyssey, was going off to war. And he knew he was going to be gone for a long time. The wars took years. Sometimes people never come back. So he had a young son. He wanted to make sure that his young son was taken care of, so he asked his old friend Mentor, that was his name, Mentor, to look after his son while he was gone, to make sure that he received a proper education, a proper upbringing, to make sure that he learned all the skills that he needed to learn to be a successful adult. And he was gone many years. And Mentor took the challenge and actually helped him and helped raise his son while he was gone. Well, you're going to find many mentors in your life. They're there if you just look for them. People that can help you achieve what it is that you want. You know, maybe you want to be a teacher. Find a teacher that you admire, somebody that's successful, and ask for help, ask for advice. They're willing to help you. Maybe you want to be successful in business. Find a successful business person that you admire and ask for advice. People that are successful are willing to help you. And then there's your parents. And a lot of you are afraid to talk to your parents. They think, well, my parents, you know, what do they know? They're just my parents. What do they know? Well, you'll find out that your parents know a lot more than you realize, and they've been through a lot more than they've told you about. You know, you think that everything that you face is unique to you and your parents have never seen it. Believe me, everything that you've ever gone through or will go through, your parents have already gone through, and maybe several times. And they are there to help you, and they will guide you and advise you. All you have to do is ask them. They are your mentors also. And strive, have big dreams. Once you decide what it is you want to do, I mean, I know some of you don't know what you're going to do when you grow up, as they say. Maybe you have no idea. Some of you already know. Some of you are already planning for your future. Maybe you want to plan to go to college. Maybe you already know what your career is going to be. Maybe you're going to go to trade school or go into the family business. Whatever it is, strive mightily. Don't be afraid to dream, and don't let anybody steal your dreams. The naysayers, the people that tell you, oh, that can't be done. You know, there are some people that go through life mostly telling you why things can't be done than actually trying to do something positive. And those people will just bring you down if you let them. But don't let them. When you find people are trying to destroy your dream, avoid them. Stay away from them. Find the positive people. And you will dream mightily. You will strive. You will try things. You may fail at some things. And don't be afraid to change your mind. You may have made a choice that's not a good choice. You can always change your mind. You know, people try telling you, quitters never win and winners never quit. That's not true. You can quit something. Sometimes quitting is the best thing that you can do. You know, when I got into college, I was a pre-med student. It was somebody's dream. It's actually my parents' dream. They thought I was going to be a doctor. And I was a pre-med student until I encountered organic chemistry. That changed my mind completely. I realized I was never going to be a doctor. You know, have you heard of Michael Jordan? Some of you young people have never heard him, never seen him play. Michael Jordan was one of the most successful athletes of all time. He played for the Chicago Bulls, and he led them to 3 straight NBA championships. This is back in the 90s. And then one day he decided, you know what? I want to play professional baseball. So right in the middle, the height of his success, he quit the Bulls, joined up with the Birmingham Barons. This was a farm team, a minor league team of the Chicago White Sox, and played baseball for a couple years. And he learned something. He learned that number 45 as a baseball player was not the amazing athlete that number 23 was as a basketball player. So after 2 years with the Birmingham Barons, he says, you know what? I don't think this is working for me. So he went back to the Bulls, played for the Bulls again, and led them to 3 more successive NBA championships. So he changed his mind. Nobody would call him a quitter. Sometimes you just need to admit, you know what, this is not working for me. This job is not good for me, not good for my morale, or I'm in the wrong course of study, something like that. Don't be afraid to change your mind. You can do that. Some people change their mind and have several different careers in the course of their lifetime. I've had several careers in the course of my lifetime. Many people do. And you can do that. So we are all very proud of you, very happy for all of you. You've achieved a lot getting to this point. But I do want to say this. Parents, this is your success. You are responsible for what's happening today. So you deserve a big round of applause. Congratulations and luck, success, and happiness to all of our students here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rodriguez. I would like to introduce 2 scholars who have worked hard to ensure their speeches for today's ceremony were meaningful and made an impact in our class. I would now like to ask Brilani Mejia Romero to come to the podium and give her speech entitled More Than My Past.
Buenas tardes. Antes de dar mi discurso, quiero agradecer a quienes me apoyaron, mi familia, los maestros y mis amigas. Hubo momentos en que dejé de creer en mí misma y mi mente no estaba enfocada en esta meta, pero su apoyo es lo que me permite estar aquí guardándome hoy. Específicamente quiero dar las gracias al señor Martínez y la señora Salgado, que me apoyaron en tiempos difíciles, tanto los buenos como los malos momentos. Ahora quiero que reconozcan este gran logro que ganarnos es importante para nosotros, nuestra familia, especialmente para todos los estudiantes de Abbott que se han esforzado tanto. Pero no solo eso, sino también lograr gracias al esfuerzo y la determinación. El curso cuando no teníamos fuerza para aprender el material. Aprendimos a levantarnos cuando nos sentíamos perdidos. Aquí hoy me ha enseñado que el pasado nos ayuda a madurar y a ser más fuerte, y que los verdaderos amigos son quienes te apoyan y terminan cuando estás deprimida. Las experiencias y las personas de nuestro pasado no definen quiénes somos, pero pueden guiarnos para convertir en mejores versiones de nosotros mismos en el futuro. Mirando atrás, todos podemos recordar un momento donde nos sentíamos perdidos y haciendo el tonto en las clases. En mi experiencia, y me imagino en la tuya, eran solo mis amigas y yo contra el mundo. Un momento que recuerdo vagamente era cuando estaba con mi mami en un regaño confidencial con el profesor. Aquí me dijeron que mis calificaciones iban mal. Supe que tenía que poner mi vida en orden y sentar en mí misma para darle felicidad a mis padres. Recuerden que sus errores del pasado no te definen, solamente tú sabes quién. Nadie conoce totalmente tu historia completa, no más cómo te presentas. Aún así, puedes cambiar y ser una persona completamente diferente de ser eres ayer, la semana pasada y meses atrás. Al final del día, estamos viviendo cada día para tener experiencias con los que nos quieren y echar las ganas al futuro. Hoy entiendo que mis errores no me definen, me enseñaron. Me hicieron más fuerte y me ayudaron a convertir en la persona que soy ahora. Ya no soy esa versión de mí y estoy orgullosa de todo lo que he superado para llegar hasta aquí. Y aquí estoy, fortalecándose cada día con mi propia energía, en paz y en plena. Estoy muy feliz y orgullosa de todos mis compañeros y todas las personas con las que he hablado este año, porque están llenos de alegría y felicidad y me enseñaron muchísimo sobre la vida real. Cada conversación, cada risa, cada momento compartido rebosa la alegría, apoyo y aprendizaje. Recuerdo un momento en particular cuando dos de mis amigas, Kimberly Díaz y Rose Díaz, fueron quienes me ofrecieron su consejo después de cometer un error. Jamás olvidaré esas lecciones. Mis amigos hicieron que solo soy hoy. Por último, quiero dar las últimas gracias a las personas más importantes de mi vida, mamá y papá. Quiero agradecer por todo su esfuerzo y por trabajar tan duro para nuestra familia, para estar aquí sanos y saludables. Su apoyo y su amor me dieron la fuerza para estar aquí hoy y poder cruzar este escenario para recibir esta increíble oportunidad. Una oportunidad que nunca pensamos que teníamos. Muchas gracias, logramos juntos. Go Rams!
Thank you, Brilani, for the reflections upon our time here at Abbott. I would now like to ask Diana Delgado to come to the podium and give her speech entitled,
Si puedes soñarlo, puedes lograrlo.
If You Can Dream It, You Can Achieve It.
Hello everybody, my name is Diana Delgado, and before I start with all the corny things I'm about to say, I would love to welcome parents, teachers, graduates, and annoying little siblings of the graduates to Robert Abbott's middle school graduation ceremony. Oh my gosh, we're finally here. We're finally moving on from our 3-year experience at Abbott. Our experiences full of surviving group projects, pop quizzes, and the math homework we had no idea how to do. And although that was difficult, I think it's safe to say that all of us are grateful for everyone that supported us through it, whether it be our friends, families, or favorite teachers. But enough about the present, let's look back at the past for a bit. I personally still remember 6th grade orientation. I remember seeing new faces and known faces wandering around our school's halls, lost and nervous, trying to figure out how to work the lockers and what classes they were going to have a week from that day. Seeing the boy that cried for his mom the first day of kindergarten and not need her anymore, or at least pretend to. Watching everyone meet their future best friends and the teachers that they would end up trusting the most. Makes me sad to think about the fact that it's ending, but grateful to know that we are getting the education that some people didn't have the luxury of finishing, including my parents who immigrated to give me a better life. And to all the parents who did the same as mine, we're doing this for you. Lo estamos haciendo para ti. Parents, teachers, and the staff at Abbott, thank you for being a part of our daily school lives. Whether it was the janitor who cleaned up our messes and gave us a smile and said it was okay while he didn't, the teachers who gave us extra help on subjects when we didn't understand, or the parents who encouraged us to be the best version of ourselves. You are part of the adventure that was middle school that we all enjoyed in some ways and we won't forget about for a long time. As we move on to high school, things will change. We will change. There will be brand new challenges, but also new opportunities. Even one day, we will feel about high school the same way we're feeling about middle school right now. And there will be people who forget what it's like being an 8th grader once they become 9th graders. I know these will all be stories someday, including this ceremony. And our yearbook pictures will become old photographs. We'll all become somebody's past friend that they used to hang out with. But right now, these moments are not stories. They're happening. I can see it. All these moments that you'll look back on and miss. You're all alive. We all have what it takes. Si puedes soñarlo, puedes lograrlo. Gracias and congratulations to all of us for everything we have achieved.
Thank you, Diana. I would now like to introduce our principal, Mrs. Flor Carter, to give her principal's speech.
Hello again. Students, today is about you, your hard work, your growth, your resilience, your memories, your laughter, your challenges, and your accomplishments. You earned this moment. Middle school is not always easy. In fact, sometimes it is awkward, emotional, exhausting, exciting, and unforgettable all at once. Over the last 3 years, you have grown academically, socially, and emotionally. You have learned who you are, what matters to you, and how you want to show up in this world. This class has left a lasting impact on Robert Abbott Middle School. This year especially, I have been incredibly proud of the way many of you used your voices to advocate for social justice issues for you and your community. You demonstrated courage, empathy, leadership, and a willingness to stand up for what you believe is right. Those are qualities that matter far beyond the walls of any classroom. You also put in the work academically. As a school, we saw growth in our data and increases in proficiency because of the efforts you gave each day. You showed up, you persevered, you challenged yourselves, and today is proof that your hard work matters. Now, let me be clear. School should absolutely include joy, not just the struggles. It should include friendships, memories, laughter, school dances, spirit weeks, games, and fun. But school is also where you begin developing lifelong skills and shaping your character. It is where you learn responsibility, resilience, teamwork, communication, perseverance, and integrity. Those skills will matter long after you forget a math formula or a science vocabulary word. And one of my greatest hopes for each of you is that when you walk into high school in August, your teachers say, "You must be from Abbott." Not because you're perfect, not because you're respectful, but because you work hard. Because you know how to advocate for yourself and others. Because you know how to build relationships. Because you show kindness, and because you continue to grow. The poet Amanda Gorman once said, "There is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." As you leave Abbott, I challenge you to be the light. Be the light in your classrooms, be the light in your friendships, be the light in difficult moments. Be the light when someone feels unseen. Be the light in our community. And most importantly, be the light for yourselves when things become difficult. You are capable of incredible things. Do not allow fear, doubt, or setbacks to convince you of otherwise. We've seen it. We know what you can do. To our families, thank you for trusting us with your children. We know the sacrifices, support, encouragement, and love it took to get them here today. And to our students, while today marks the end of your middle school journey, it's also the beginning of something new. Continue to dream big, continue to work hard, continue to care about others, and continue to believe in yourselves. We are proud of you. We believe in you. And no matter where life takes you, you will always be a Ram. Congratulations, Abbott Middle School Class of 2026. And as always, it's a great day to be a Ram.
Next, we will acknowledge several 8th grade scholars who will be receiving various awards along with their diplomas. First is the top 10 scholars in our class. These scholars have worked hard during the past 3 years and have earned the highest GPAs in our class. I would now like to introduce our assistant principal, Ms. Tanya Evans, to recognize our top 10 scholars.
I would now like to recognize the top 10 scholars with the highest grade point average in the class of 2026. When I read your name, please stand and remain standing until all names have been called. Paola Gomez. Diana Delgado. Anjana Paul. Jesselyn Takuri. Anthony Gonzalez Cervantes. Mia Alfaro Aguilar. Alexander Quinones Diaz. Diana Campuzano. Alina Dominguez. And Luna Vindel Guerrero. Thank you. You may be seated.
I would like to introduce Commander Dwayne Pesey from the American Legion to present the American Legion Award. Scholars who have received an American Legion Award must exemplify 6 qualities that define character. These qualities are courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. After Commander Pesey's speech, please come to the podium and receive your award.
Thank you, and on behalf of the men and officers of American Legion Post 281, we congratulate the graduates on their achievements. The American Legion believes that students should be praised when they demonstrate strong qualities of character and good citizenship. That's why, since 1926, the Legion has recognized such students with its award certificate program to instill character and help perpetuate the ideals of the Americanism through youth. The award is given to a boy and a girl in the graduating class of the middle schools. Those who receive the certificate must exemplify the 6 qualities that define character: courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service. The school proudly recognizes this year's American Legion's Award for Citizenship. Congratulations to Anja Paul and Jimmy Torino. The certificate reads, the American Legion Certificate of School Award. This certificate of distinguished achievement is awarded to these students of Robert Abbott Middle School in recognition of attainment acquired as the winner of the American Legion School Award, in further recognition of the possession of those high qualities of courage, honor, leadership, patriotism, scholarship, and service, which are necessary for the preservation and protection of the fundamental institutions of our government and the advancement of society. This award is made by Post 281, May 21st, 2026. Would the students please come down? Oh, well, I'll give them to the principals. Okay. Congratulations. Let's move on over.
Next, I would like to introduce Ms. Tricia Lambert to recognize the recipients of the Bob Abbott Memorial Yes I Can Award.
Good afternoon. One of the most meaningful honors presented at Abbott Middle School is the Robert Abbott Memorial Yes I Can Award. This award is unique to our school because Abbott Middle School was named in honor of Mr. Robert Abbott by the Waukegan Board of Education in 1992. Mr. Abbott believed in the power of perseverance, determination, and limitless potential within every student. The Yes I Can Award celebrates the achievements of students with exceptionalities. It was created with two important purposes: to encourage students to reach their highest potential and to increase public awareness of their abilities, aspirations, and personal qualities of students with exceptionalities. Today, we recognize scholars who have demonstrated that their exceptionalities do not define their limits. Instead, they have shown us with courage, hard work, and self-belief that they can achieve anything they set their minds to. These students embody the spirit of the award and remind us all of the power of the words, "Yes, I can." Please join me in congratulating this year's recipients of the Robert Abbott Memorial Yes I Can Award. Would the following scholars please rise and remain standing? Giovanni Rodriguez, Joshua Vega, Brilani Mejia Romero. You may be seated.
I would like to call up Miss Brianna Hines to present the PBIS Awards.
At Abbott Middle School, we believe in being respectful, accountable, mindful, and safe. The following scholars are presented the following awards for showcasing positive behavior throughout their tenure within our school district and showing leadership qualities. Will the following RAM scholars please stand and remain standing to be recognized for citizenship? Yeshua Vega and Austin Quiros. You may be seated. Will the following RAM scholars please stand and remain standing to be recognized for character? Alexia Tapia, Ureni Herrera Pavone, and Julieta Santana Lopez. You may be seated. Will the following RAM scholars please stand to be recognized for Physical Education Scholar of the Year? Itze Garcia and Alexander Matute. You may be seated. Will the following RAM scholars please stand and remain standing to be recognized for athletics? Alina Dominguez and Fernando Suarez de Sosa. You may be seated. Will the following RAM scholars please stand and remain standing to be recognized for self-motivation? Brilani Mejia Romero and Luna Vindel Guerrero. You may be seated. And will the following RAM scholars please stand and remain standing to be recognized for going above and
Scholars, make ready to receive your certificates.
Alexia Gomez. Xander Acosta. Jose Acosta. Newman Acosta Mendez. Irith Alcazar Trujillo. Mia Alfaro Aguilar. Brian Alvarez. Eileen Andrade. Christopher Arroyo. Jesus Arteaga Vicario. Lucio Avila. Jose Avila Hidalgo. Valerie Williams Babala. Jaylene Bahena. Alejandro
Juan Banales. Hazel Bernaola Correa. Mia Betts. Kamari Brown Ferris. Markeith Bryant. Naveli Caballero Ramirez. Christopher Calderon Gonzalez. Alison Calix Cardona. Andrea Calloway. Melissa Campos. Diana Campuzano. Eduardo Carrillo. Victor Cartagena. Amante Carruthers Handy.
Tristan Casas. Jeanette Castaneda Prado. Aiden Castellano Campos. Emmanuel Castillo Mendez. Eric Castrejon. Daylin Castro Montes. Ureli Chirinos. Anthony Cirillo. Evan Contreras. Eddie Contreras Mejia. Melanie Ileana Cruz. Antonia Miracle Rose Davis. Milton Del Cid. Jordan Delgado. Diana Delgado.
Isabella Diaz. Evelyn Diaz. Rose Diaz. Alina Dominguez. Luciani Duran Pacheco. Dewey Espanol Alvarez. Darian Espinoza Ibarra. Peyton Flores. Roboam Flores Cruz. Elijah Fryer. Camila Garcia. Diamond Garcia. Estrella Garcia. Itze Garcia. Mia Garibay.
Zakaya Garrett. Caden Gates. Kylie Gates. Marilyn Godinez Oliveras. Paola Gomez. Angel Guillen. Jason Haley. Luis Hernandez. Jaden Hernandez. Christian Hernandez. Carolyn Hernandez Gaspar. Yereni Herrera Pavón. Richard Huerta.
Egbert Hyde. Angel Jimenez. Anthony Jimenez Dominguez. Jaylee Johnson. Elijah Jones. Brian Lagunas. Carmelo Lamb. Sore Lamonte. Alexis Lara. Delaney Lomas Medina. Eileen Lomelli. Edwin Lopez Miguel. Stephanie Lopez Pineda. Eli Lovelady. Giovanni Luna.
Haven Martinez. Noel Martinez. Silverio Martinez Chávez. Alexander Matute. Johan Matute Pawada. Caden Max Parent Simon. Brilani Mejía Romero. Seferino Mena. Andrea Mencías. Alexandra Méndez. Diego Montes de Oca. Exali Morales Guzmán. Andrew Muñoz. Brianna Murillo. Armando Murillo.
John Murillo. Yaretsi Nava. Julian Ochoa Gonzalez. Jahir Olivares. Alex Olivera Mesa. Giancarlos Osorio. Kevin Pacheco Hernandez. Violet Para Pacheco. Anjana Paul. Joshua Perez. William Perez Garcia. Diego Petronello. Luis Porcayo. Alexander Quinones Diaz. Austin Guidos, sorry.
Jade Ramírez Román. Yamilet Resillas Romero. Alison Ríos Ventura. Brandon Rivera. Bianca Rivera Flores. Gio Rodríguez. Brian Rodríguez. Adriana Rodríguez López. Jimena Romero Castellán. George Rufino. Fernanda Salazar Cuevas.
Christine Salgado, Natalie Sandoval, Julieta Santano Lopez, Camila Sarabia,
Jeffrey Smith. Dalen Sosa. Fernando Suarez de Sosa. Jocelyn Takuri. Alexia Tapia. Taylor Tate. Jimmy Tenorio. Ava Todd. Zan Torres. Eliano Torres. Steven Torres Aguilar. Luis Vasquez. Yeshua Vega. Luna Vindel Guerrero. Raquan Welch. Julitza Zarinana. Hannah Zelaya Cadenas.
Amazing. Before we can conclude, I have one last announcement. All scholars will meet and leave with their families after exiting the theater. Thank you. Class of 2026, please rise. I am proud. I am proud to present this Robert Abbott Middle School class of 2026, but sad to say that now you are Waukegan High School Bulldogs class of 2030. And now our parents and guardians, if you could please exit the Genesee Theater, students will meet you outside.